Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Imoh and on this channel I share key business tips. I talk about entrepreneurship, personal development, I do story time, vlogs, tutorial as well, and you are welcome. If you are new to my channel, you're most welcome. Please don't hesitate to join the family, click on the subscribe button, turn on notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Now we'll be talking about 5 things that I knew that I wish. Now we're talking about 5 things that I wish I knew before starting my cake business, and in no particular order, because I realized that these things are very important and there are things that can help you as you're starting out, or if you've already started out, there are things that can help guide you in this journey. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Stick around because I'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back. So the first thing I'll be talking about that I wish I knew is that not everybody is your customer. And not everybody can be your customer. You know how they used to ask us in those days, back then, so who are your customers? Who are people you want to sell cakes to? Who are the people that you want to serve? And you go like, everybody. That jolly answer is so wrong, because realistically, everybody cannot be your customer. Everybody is not your customer. Everybody doesn't want to be your customer. And you cannot please appeal to everybody. Your products cannot appeal to everyone. So it's better for you to determine the kind of people you want to serve and then go for them. It's better you know the kind of people you want to serve and focus your strengths into going after these people, building your market around them, advertising your products to them and all of that. Do you understand? So because I find that now I realize that if you target this particular set of people that you want in the beginning, they would bring their likes. What I mean is this: if you target people that can pay for your products, or a certain kind of people, they would bring their friends, they would bring people that are like them, they will bring people that are in their circle of influence, they will bring the people of their status, they will bring people that are like them, that have the same purchasing power, close to something that they have, or even better than they have. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you target people, you're targeting everybody, and so let me tell you what targeting everybody does. It basically just puts you on that struggling pedestal. Like, you're struggling because you want to sell at this price, but because you're just out there trying to get Mr. A, Mrs. B, Mrs. C, everybody to buy, you're just confused because this one is pulling you in this direction. Oh, why not sell like 5,000 naira for me? Naira, because I'm in Nigeria, all right? I'm a Nigerian baker. Why not sell at 5,000 naira for me? And then once in a blue moon, you see someone that is willing to pay 20,000 naira for that thing that somebody else is pricing you 5,000 naira for. So you're just pulling you in all different directions. Please note that you cannot serve everybody. So this is one thing I wish I knew at the beginning of my business, that you cannot please everybody. Your product's not for everybody, and you cannot say everybody's your customer. Yes, you might be serving a wide range or variety or class of people, but not everybody. Do you understand? Good. Now, the second thing I wish I knew, which is very, 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 I cannot even overemphasize, it's very important, is that you need to understand the business of baking. While you're running around, while you're focused on the baking, wanting to get your cakes right, you also need to learn about the business aspect. So if it's something you can do at the moment, and if it's something you just started doing, look for someone that can teach you the business of baking, the business aspect of baking, because you need it to run alongside. Now, there's something that you'll get to learn along the line. Like for me, I learned on the job, like I've mentioned a couple of times. I did not go to any particular school to learn how to run this cake business, and there was not so much information as at the time I started my cake business back then. So you want to learn this alongside. Now there's a lot of people that teach. There are a lot of people that teach. I can also teach, which is what I'm doing here. But there are some deep aspects that you're not going to see online, that you're not going to see on YouTube, that even if you see on Google, if you see on YouTube, if you see online, you're just going to get like a little. You're not going to get the depth. You're not going to get I know that not everybody can even teach you everything exhaustively when it comes to these topics, because things are evolving every day. But if you want to get in-depth knowledge, you need to get someone. You need to pay for these classes and get someone to tutor you on the business aspect of baking, at least to some great deal. Okay, so this is something I wish I knew as you're pursuing your baking, wanting to advance your skills, wanting to get better in your cakes, wanting to get better in your decoration. Also focus on business structure, business branding, your purpose. There's so many things that you need to know when it comes to this. So if you can do them alongside, all well and good, it will help you. So I wish I knew this at the beginning of my baking. That helped me gain some clarity right at the beginning, and then I would have not made some of the mistakes that I made today. So please put this in mind. It's something I think you should know. It's something I know that you should know and that you should work on getting. All right. The third thing I wish I knew is not to experiment with customers' cakes. I tried these things. I can remember 2 occasions, like once or twice, and I got my fingers burnt. On one of the occasions, I think the person wanted the strawberry cake or something. I can't remember what the person wanted. So I went all out, tweaked my recipes to some extent. Not that I tweaked it so much, but instead of using the margarine, that I'm used to, I went for butter, and maybe I didn't get the proportion right or anything. I really don't even know where I went wrong, but I know that I did not stick to my recipe. I know that I tried using butter and I tried using something, butter just to enhance the quality and the taste. And to me, heaven knows that this cake tasted good, but the feedback I got was very discouraging. So you want to keep to your recipes. Whoever you're baking for, no matter the status, no matter anything, please do not experiment. Don't try to tweak on the spot. Don't try to do what you're not used to doing. Don't try to do what you don't know. If you want to try to enhance, maybe you tried for yourself before the actual baking for this customer, please don't experiment with anybody's cakes. You will get your fingers burnt, and badly so. So please don't do it. I learned the hard way, and now I can't even try it. Of course, my recipes are very good at the moment, so I don't need to be testing here and trying there. I just know that I need to just, if I want to enhance, this is what I can do, this is what I can try, this is not try, this is what I can do, this is what I can add, and it will enhance the quality or enhance the taste. But to go and do what I don't know or understand, no, I wouldn't try that anymore. So you should know, don't experiment with your customers' cakes. The fourth thing that I wish I knew is not to take last minute orders. So a couple of times, like, it was something I used to do back then, take last minute orders, and then I'm rushing at the end of the day, I'm stressed, I'm burnt out, clients is shouting, requesting for their cake, sounding rude and all of that, and you're the one that would bear the stress. You do not want that. You don't want to go through that stress of taking last minute orders and then you're not able to deliver when you're supposed to deliver. You're not able to deliver on promise. I remember on occasion when I took an order for a royal icing kit, to use royal icing to cover a cake, which I've never done before. I can't even remember, but I know that I took it, and that period there was an election in Nigeria and there was no way for me to buy anything. I think somewhere along the line the royal icing did not come out well. I was struggling with it. It was really tough, and there was nowhere, the markets were not open, of course, nowhere would be open for you to do anything, and I don't even know how I managed that situation. It was just something that was very unpleasant for me. So don't take things that you know that you cannot make, and do not take last minute orders. If you know that it stress you out, if you know that you cannot meet up, don't take last minute orders, please. No matter, except you have a buffer for stress, except you have a thick skin, but I would advise you, try not to. There should be some time, ample time for you to do what you can do, except you have a backup plan. You have like frozen cakes, or you have buttercream already made, or you know that whatever the person needs is not going to be difficult for you to get it. And even at that, give some extra time for delivery. When they say, I want it by 12, no, you can tell them this is what time I can meet up with. I can meet up with 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5, whatever, and it's left for them to adjust to your own schedule. But last minute orders are usually not a good experience, so don't do it. Avoid it. I remember working late, sometimes working into midnight hours just because of last minute orders, just to fulfill and all of that. Please do not do that. It will hurt you, it will hurt your cake business, and it's not good for your mental health, for your physical health as well. All right. The fifth thing I'll be talking about, I'm going to share one extra point, but the fifth thing that I'll be talking about is I wish I knew how to defend my business. I know that it's not something that is very popular, but I wish I knew how to speak up for my business. That's the way I'll put it. When people used to come back then, even now they still do, but it's not as much as they used to do then, because of course I've been able to build my business up to some certain level. So they will say, your cakes, this one sells better and this one sells cheaper than you, or this, I get it from this one at this price, I get it from here at this price, this how these people sell their own. phone for the same cake, for the same size, for this decoration. They will even send you pictures. I got this big cake for this amount. Why is your own that is even smaller? Why is it expensive? Why is it this and why is it that? Nowadays, I don't let them go just like that. Not like there's a confrontation. Not like there's a confrontation. Not like there's a confrontation or I begin to sound disrespectful, but I know how to confidently speak for my business. I know how to let them know that this is why I charge this amount for this type of case. I don't let them just run my business down or just to use me to compare other businesses. You don't compare business. You don't, because even if you're 1,000 in a room, we are 10,000 in a country. No two businesses are the same. So there's no basis for this comparison at all. So I don't allow them just compare my business and say this one sells like this, why is your own like that? I'm able to speak up for my business and say, this is what we do, this is what we use, this is what stands us out, this is why it's like this. I can speak like I can speak about the value that my cake, so my business brings to the table. So I wish this is something that I knew back then, not to just allow them talk and then I'll start feeling bad or start second guessing myself or second guessing my skills and feeling that, you get what I'm saying. So this is something I would encourage you to begin to practice, begin to do. Like I said, politely. I don't begin to sound rude or anything, but I let them know the value that I bring to the table and why I'm not to be compared to the baker on the next street or the baker the next, why I'm not to be compared basically. Because a bake cake is a bake cake and a bake cake is not somebody else. It's not another business, all right? Now, the bonus tip I'm going to be sharing is I wish I knew how to price my cakes, say it confidently, without fear, without favor, without being afraid of saying what it is, without being afraid of saying it as it is. There were times I used to feel like I'm not confident enough, I shouldn't say this, and the ability also to understand that even if a cake is of this size, there's something called base pricing, it's called something called standard pricing, which from there you can build up on. What I mean is this: so if you have a regular buttercream cake or a basic buttercream cake that is not complex in design, it's quite different. Even if it's a particular size, say for example 8 inches, it is different from an 8 inches that has fresh flowers. All right, there's a lot of things involved in getting to that stage, and you should know that the prices are not the same. So this is something that I wish I knew from the beginning, building that confidence for my cake pricing, for custom my cakes, and then just saying it as it is. Just saying it as it is. I believe that I've been able to share some of these things, make you understand that these are things that I should have known earlier. One thing I wish I knew as well is that I should not be led on, so to say, or carried away by the shiny object syndrome. So you go to fairs, you go to exhibitions, you go to the market, and because you see this popular baker using it, or you see it on YouTube for people using it for tutorials, and you feel you need it, most you need it, and if you don't have it, you will not be able to do so and so design. Sis, bro, it's not so. So don't be carried away. Buy only the things that you need, and also understand that you can start your business, build it with what you have at the moment. You don't have to wait for a perfect timing to have everything. You don't need to wait for a perfect timing to have everything before you start your cake business. So, beautiful people, I hope that this has been enlightening, just as I thought it would. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe button, to turn on notifications, and to give this video a thumbs up so you'll help the visibility. Until I see you in the next video. Before that, if you have any questions, don't fail to drop them in the comment section. I'll be willing as always to answer the ones that I can answer. So please do not forget to like this video. Until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.